Welcome back to News 3 Today. WSAV continues to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Next week, Mary's Place will host an event focused on providing advocacy, resources, and services to assist our area's Hispanic community. Doris Williams is the executive director of Mary's Place. Carmen Batiz Aime is the Bilingual Survivor Support Advocacy Department Coordinator. That's a long title. They join us now with more. Thank you so much for being here today. Now, first of all, we're talking about the second annual resource fair hosted by Mary's Place. Why did you decide to do this, and what can people expect?
Well, one of the things we noticed that we were using a language line, and we really wanted to be more inclusive in our services. So Mary's Place hired two Spanish-speaking advocates, and then we also wanted to pull together all the resources with other nonprofits and businesses. So we started the Mary's Place Hispanic Networking Group. Saw the need, and we wanted to meet the need of the community.
Mary's Place. People may know this by a different name because you changed your name not too long ago.
Yes, ma'am. In 2022, we changed our name from Rape Crisis Center to Mary's Place after our founding executive director, Mary McAllister.
Now tell us what you do there.
We provide resources to survivors of sexual violence, advocacy services, we do TPOs, we do court accompaniment, we do forensic medical examinations on site, and we also provide prevention education to the community. 7 counties we serve.
Wow, wow. Now, Carmen, you're involved with the networking group. Tell us about the group and why it's so important that we have it here, especially in our area.
Well, the group has been working very hard to just make sure that we have the material in Spanish, that advocates, case managers are aware of the services where they can refer people, proper referrals to somebody that is limited English speakers. Some of our group members are Coastal Children Advocacy, MedBank. We have local business owners also as part of the group, just to make sure that we cover everyone and that everyone feels welcome as part of the group.
About how many people are you expecting to serve, or how many people have you served through the years?
I think last year we have about 100 individuals coming to our last fair, but for this year we're looking to really expand, and we're doing it right after Mass at Our Lady of Lourdes. So we're expecting more people. I think we have at least 20 organizations that have signed up to be part of the event, so we are very excited.
And that leads me to this question: what can people expect if they participate, if they come to attend?
Resources, information in Spanish. That's like our #1 goal, is to make sure that as the population grows in the area, that they know there are services available, especially when it comes to sexual assault. Continues to be sometimes a taboo within the community, but it's important that they know that we're here to serve, we're here to support, to walk them through the healing journey. So we are excited to see the community come in. Again, 20 organizations providing information from WIC to COVID-19 information to housing information, and of course we're going to be there also with information about the services that we provide.
And Doris, finally, how important is it that the community comes together, you know, to support diversity, to support others who live in our community?
It's very important. I mean, at Mary's Place, we always say all are welcome, and I think it's easier said, but as an agency, you have to make sure you're strategic about it. Like I said earlier, when we realized that the language line wasn't enough, we needed people to be more personal, and we have 2 Spanish-speaking advocates, and we make sure that everybody's a part of the network, have a person there that speaks the language. So when we do refer clients to a person, to an agency, we have a person to direct them to.
Doris, Carmen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And here's the information on your screen. The resource fair is Sunday, October 13th from 1 until 4:30 p.m. at Our Lady of Lourdes. That's on Coastal Highway in Port Wentworth, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, stay with us. We'll be back right after this.